Good morning. It's Tuesday. Tough shit Tuesday. That's what we do on Tuesdays. Tough shit Tuesday. All right. So today, boy oh boy. I'm about to work on an article with the awesome Jake Hasselgren of the Leap Learning Lab. And I'm not going to tell you what it's about because we're working on it. I ain't going to do that because you're going to come and check it out later. But the theme that it's brought up for me is the conversation about time. Oh man, right? Like this human experience that we say is all, it's like we want to defy time. In this weekend retreat that I do called Live Your Best Story, we always end Live Your Best Story with the goodbye section. And I do that on purpose to give people an opportunity to explore what goodbye means to them. So I'm looking at my feet so I don't fall. And it's a really interesting exercise because most people, and there's only 12 in the retreat, it's very intimate, and most people get up and they say, I don't believe in goodbyes. So I'm just going to say, see you later. And for me, I've always said goodbye. Always. I mean, we're going on 5 years with this retreat now. And I've always said goodbye. But the truth is, I've always said goodbye like a challenge. As, I'm strong enough to say goodbye. Yeah, I can do this. And also, as the leader of the weekend retreat, kind of modeling that, right? So, boy, oh boy, there's an inauthentic authenticity. Oh, say that twice. And this last weekend retreat, I don't know, something shifted in my own story about goodbye. And I got up and I stood on the stage. Oh, I just gave away a piece. Shh, you didn't hear me say that. And I said, I do believe in goodbyes. Because I've had a lot of them. And the thing about goodbyes is that they're wrapped up in the theme of time. This thing that we want to run away from. We want to run away from our aging. We want to run away from the agreement that time exists. And on Tough Shit Tuesday, I invite you to look at your relationship with time. Whether you run from it, whether you run in front of it, trying to control it, whether you pretend it doesn't exist at all, whether you have a zillion stories about it so that you can sleep at night. Oh, that sounds so harsh, doesn't it? It's not about sleeping at night like you're some coward sleeping away from time. It's not that. We all do what we need to do to find peace. But what is your relationship with time? What is it? Because when you can have a goodbye, you can also have a hello. Like a real hello. Somebody said that to me years ago. And it was actually around intimacy and sexual intimacy. And that's a whole other conversation, which we're not having today. But what she said to me, and I think if you're a woman watching this, I'm probably speaking directly to you. Not that dudes don't have this going on. It's probably just a bit different. Not that people in general, whatever your gender, however you identify, is. But women's bodies are built to receive. So our yes is very elusive, or can be. Not that it is. It can be very elusive. Anyway, this woman said to me years ago, you can't have a full yes unless you can have a full no. Whatever your full no is or your full yes is. And it's the same concept in hellos and goodbyes. It's the same concept of time. How do you have a full minute even not just a day, but how do you have a full minute of time unless you're willing to recognize and acknowledge that there's an agreement around that time, that there's a goodbye after that minute is done. Oh, she's deep today in this Tough Shit Tuesday. Really, how do you apply this? Because, okay, yeah, now you can go journal and it can all be deep and we can all have a good cry, which I do regularly. We can all write our poetry. We can all sit and take our beautiful Instagram photographs about the depth of that. But an application of it in this human experience that is what it is. How do you spend your time? Because you do spend it. It does go. It's a resource. How do you spend your time? Where do you spend your time? What do you say to yourself as you're spending your time? What's the meaning you attach to the time that you spend? How peaceful are you with that time? In application, this is about what you're showing up doing every day. In application, it's about how you apply goals in your life and whether you use them or they use you. I'm Tinao. This is Tough Shit Tuesday, and the conversation is time. I'd love to hear your comments, as always. Please let me know your thoughts. This is my time with you. All right. Have an awesome day. Go live. Go live your story. Sometimes you tell the story and sometimes the story tells you. Yeehaw. Talk to you later. Hi, Deidre.